Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
October 24th, 1:25 p.m., Themis Legal Academy.
Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Huff, puff. Phew. Finally. So, this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy.
This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today is their school festival. October 24th, 1:29 p.m., Themis Legal Academy, 1F hallway. Wow, this place has School Festival written all over it. Literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone is in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you.
Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. But where's this lecture hall?
Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. October 24th, 1:33 p.m., Themis Legal Academy, 3F Lecture Hall. This must be the lecture hall.
Wow, they spent some serious money on this place.
The district court can't even compete.
Hey, Athena, over here.
Ah, Mr. Wright. Apollo. I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting.
Lucky for you, the person we were supposed to meet also seems to be running late.
I don't know. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. I gotta see a voice. Oh. I want to give him the judge's voice, but maybe something similar to it. Let's see. Thinking like something like a Santa Claus voice.
Ho ho ho. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice.
Yeah, sure.
Grandiose.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, make a British accent. Why not?
Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not... Oh, who do we have here?
Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet.
Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Athena Cykes.
I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too.
How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star.
Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kinda scary though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we gonna do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about?
Oh, but I thought we had sent the pamphlet to your office.
Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then.
Thank you, Professor. Oh.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school?
What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges, the judge course.
Well, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law.
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright, but you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting. With the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that.
Professor Court, she is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's words, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again?
What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that.
Oh, a one-on-one battle. How thrilling. So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? Well, what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so...
There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Oh? Oh, fuck. What was her voice again? Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech.
Would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper.
Yes, of course, Professor No. Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Then... Athena! I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe.
Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie?
Yes. We lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together.
Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me?
I guess I shouldn't be surprised, since we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today.
Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here.
Oh, no fair. I want to see the mock trial too.
Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If it's okay with Professor Means.
But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish.
It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention.
Tisk, being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor.
October 24th, 2:15 p.m., Themis Legal Academy, 1F, waiting room.
Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes, and Mr. Wright snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hidden in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Eek! What was that?
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 1F Hall, Way. Yawn. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you.
Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside.
Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall.
Okay.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, outdoor stage. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? Eek! Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor!
Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with.
It looks like our meeting's been cancelled for us.
No way. This can't be real.
I called the police.
They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too.
No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police gets here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Anyway, We should look around while the scene's still fresh. But... okay. You're the boss. Oh, a shiny new attorney's badge. Brings back memories. I've heard that countless people lived in dread of your pointer finger. Were you really that scary back then, Mr. Wright? Strike one. I've always been just as you see me here. A harmless sheep in wolf's clothing. Strike two. Do you have an old picture of yourself? Wait, never mind. I'm not sure I want to see it. Strike three. You're out. Okay, well, we don't need to ask any questions. This little investigation of ours should give us all the answers we need. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Oh, I don't want to study the body. I want... Can we not... Okay, we can't examine anything right now? Okay, alright, fine. Okay, let's start with the body. Okay, no problem. Guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, guess I'd better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Cord. No, don't! Looks more like a planner than a diary. Routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Meet with Hugh about that report. Prep for mock trial. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. Mock trial begins. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So, that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. Okay, fair enough. Let's examine this area here. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. She was bound. She died while bound. And after she died, someone cut her ties. Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it. Oh, yeah, that too. Right. Yeah, so she wasn't shot here. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. I think that's all. That's about all we're going to find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene, just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese. Cheese. And I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Alright, well, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There are supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2. Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue. This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald. Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Final act in toured love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You found that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material. Interesting. Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean this duffel bag-looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. This could be anyone. Oh, Mr. Wright, Athena! Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen! Something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Cord dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know. It sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood... It's all exactly like the mock trial! You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3F Lecture Hall. The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yeah. Yes, boss. Sigh. I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Ah, Athena! Athena! There you are! Junie! Am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am a student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure, what would you like to know? That's your attorney's badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know. That gold sunflower really suits you. Thanks, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, Junie. Thank you, but even if I become a judge, I'll never have one of those sunflower badges. Wait, so she only envies me for the badge? Oh, that's... Sorry, but I couldn't help reading it. You always were popular with the guys. That's not true. I was never... You just didn't realize it, but that made you even more irresistible. It's been 7 years, but I still remember how all the boys wanted to be near you. I bet you used to get all excited when a guy handed you a love letter. And then got really bummed out when he'd say, "Could you give this to Juniper for me?" Oh, how do you know? I'm sure it was just a lucky guess, but why'd it have to be Apollo of all people? Athena, you know it's against school rules for you to have such things in your possession. As student council president, I'm afraid I'll have to confiscate that. Hand it over, please. But this is important evidence. Oh, well, then I suppose we can make an exception just this once. Wow, she's one tough law and order type president, alright. Okay. I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask you why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until... well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you, but now Professor Court is... who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Excuse me. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details.
Must have been a big pain in the... that must have been really difficult.
I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning.
Is it Professor Means?
Who said that?
Oh. Huh? Who said that? Oh. Wait, who said that? Oh. Oh, God. Okay, we got Hothead and... Hothead and edgy school shooter. I don't know. Should we give him German accent?
If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming.
Sure, why not? It's better than another English accent.
If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man!
Oh. Maybe I should give him the, like, rock star voice, like, yeah! I don't know how much my throat can take from that.
Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man!
Nah. It's not gonna work. Yeah, sure, we'll just give him the, like, the hothead voice, like, the Kataki kid and, the Steel Samurai kid from before. Yeah, sure.
She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man! I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Cykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Cykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you.
I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name... oh. Hugh O'Connor? Irish accent?
I'll pass on the handshake. I'll pass on the handshake. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer.
I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. I'm Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests.
Most pretentious introduction ever!
And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh.
Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No! Where's the sincerity?
So he makes pottery too. And what's with that brace-like contraption for? Junie sure has made some unusual friends.
These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant.
Final act in Toward Love Triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods.
Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie?
Jennifer, come on. Your role is way beyond just that.
That's right! The mock trial's just the start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas. Whoa! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try it out, so my Junie singing on stage in front of people. Wow, she really has changed. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you're always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. So, you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Eep. I think she's just angry. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure No! You can do it!
That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. Paint inside of costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry. Draw constellations on outside and make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. Interesting. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. Let me do that again. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict. Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man! I bet I would've won! But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right?
We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when that time comes.
Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we rolled here.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it'd be bad luck. Oh. Okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever! I can hear the discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, alright then. Hey, isn't that... Oh, let me guess.
Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle.
Right? Yeah. Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong?
Quiet in my little loyal friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constant Cold.
What? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? Please, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case too.
Haha, so you're the lawyers the dispatch said we were first on scene? I can't tell you everything, but I'll say this. There are two major reasons for our arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't...
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell is the prosecuting attorney on this one too. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the... Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket.
Why, well there's blood on this.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers.
Yes, sir. But... Ginny, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Sayonara.
Hold it! Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on... We've got your back, Junie.
Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Ha ha ha.
I can't believe Junie has been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right.
I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to serve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate.
Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Hugh! That was totally rude! You're not the only one on this case, man. I'm in too. Big time. Juniper Woods, I'm gonna save you! Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Oh. What? Could it be? Hold on, let me try to do his voice. Perhaps. Fuck.
Perhaps I could help, Hair Forehead.
Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here?
You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me?
Why, I do believe you have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fräulein. I am Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I am most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you have heard of us? The Governors. I was the lead vocalist.
Never heard of your band. And again, I was out of the country until only recently. But, can I get your autograph?
You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph?
Forgive me, Fräulein, but I have retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor Clavier Gavin.
Oh, okay. That one then.
She's a lively one, eh, Hair Forehead? Didn't know she was your type.
She's the newest member of Wright Anything Agency, that's all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Cykes.
A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Cykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah, Hair Forehead? May I ask why you people present your attorney's badges like that? It seems like Hair Forehead and Mr. Wright always want to show off theirs too.
Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin, why do you play air guitar?
Ah,
It would seem the answer we seek can be found in much the same place.
I never gave it that much thought, actually.
I always just whip it out. Okay, phrasing.
why, Fräulein, what a wonderful piece of evidence you have there. But I imagine no matter what you present, it will be impossible for it to be more persuasive than your beauty.
Too bad it doesn't work that way in court, too.
So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited?
And I have another crucial role to play. The Governors are getting back together for a one-time special performance.
Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way. Really.
Yeah, I know how much you adore our music, Hair Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here.
Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned.
I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fräulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a horrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass.
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law.
What? How old is she? Is she like in her 40s? 47? God damn, okay. I thought she was like 32 or something. Alright, okay. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the academy.
She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Sniffle.
Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court.
Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard.
Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what?
Forget already, Hairforehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch her killer.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3F Lecture Hall. So if we find...
Right, the stage is ready. And you, Hairforehead, ready to rock?
No, the defense is not ready to rock.
You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece, the one everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, on this early one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fräulein, we will need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, I got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Hairforehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Très bien, let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Cykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial.
Yeah, a double mockery, perhaps. But a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby. It's no holds barred. Let's rock.
Oh, can't we take it easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Fräulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent, innocent, I tell you.
That's some seriously bad acting, Fräulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hairforehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo?
Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?
Ah, too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same.
That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Before the crime occurs, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad.
Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena.
It's called getting into character, Hairforehead. Don't be such a wet blanket.
Right. Let's see. Oh yeah. Then Hugh said, "A frail cod used her bare hands to stab a professor with an arrow? I don't think so." At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the air into the victim before my client even got there.
Nine, half forehead. That faint swagger does not suit you in the least.
Order? Order! Order! Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Eurorocker said. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all.
When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon.
Well, he's just a student of warm-up pact, while I'm the real deal. The headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the owl that was left in the art room.
An owl? What's that? An owl, you say? What might that be?
It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested.
Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fräulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
Must have been quite a chore. Moving the body all that way.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room, and a cart used to carry balls around was found there.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person, or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say!
Objection!
A body dropped from the 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you fail to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma.
Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings.
Quite a crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound.
Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defense?
Nope. Seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too.
Time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Fräulein Judge.
Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well, this court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation.
Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things.
Achtung, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up, too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell was almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin.
Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Cord. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later.
I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet.
And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
Okay. Right. Alright. Before we do anything else, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back, everyone. So, I think before we do any investigating, we should probably tell Phoenix that we're taking on Juniper's case. So, yeah. Let's do that. Oh, no. He's not around, okay.
Athena, don't you think the Wright Anything Agency has about run its course?
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? It's time for the Wright Anything Academy. And you, Athena, I want you to be the head of our psychology department.
Oh, what other departments will we have?
Well, I'll be the head of the magic department. We'll have a cords of steel department and a bluffing department.
But then he'll be head of the toilet cleaning department.
Wow, thanks, Athena. That'll make a great new prop for my magic hat.
Huh? But that's...
So, what kind of trick should I do with it? Make it disappear? Burn it? Rip it in two?
Hahaha. Let's just save that fun little detail for later.
Oh, you're no fun. Hey, that's an attorney's badge.
Promise me you won't make it disappear.
Oh, what a mean thing to say. Do I look like someone who'd do something like that?
No, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, I hear they reissue badges that get lost, so...
Hey, isn't that great? That means you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but seriously, please don't make mine disappear. I wouldn't want to have to explain. Alright. There's nothing for us here. Let's go to the hallway. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 1F, hallway. Ah, Mr. Wright. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper.
Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in.
I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means.
What do you mean, the end justifies the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, but I mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Junior wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part.
Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense.
You're gonna take her case, Professor Means?
I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court.
No kidding! So you guys were rivals or something?
No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Well, I bet they both used to really bring it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You two?
And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I knew we should have asked first, but...
Relax.
Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one.
How wonderful. Very well, Athena Cykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me.
Well, time's a wasting. You better start investigating, and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Listen, Athena, there's a certain amount of etiquette involved in presenting evidence. You're free to shove this or that in my face, but at least give my attention first, or give me some sort of warning. In other words, do as I say, not as I do. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room. But whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it, let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... no, never mind. Oh, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means. To survive the Dark Age of the Law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at the Themis Legal Academy. But what will happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Haha, relax. It's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. You had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried that someone might actually tamper with the evidence. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. Alright, well. Let's go pay the outdoor stage a visit first. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. Outdoor stage. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Ah! Athena, watch where you're... Huh? Eek!
Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Eek! Apollo, this box, there's... What now? There's someone gulp, something inside. Don't let it be a snake!
You morons just blew my cover.
Oh. Fuck. I don't have a paper cup with me.
You morons just blew my cover.
Is that good? Or is that too loud? I don't have time for to bring a cup.
You morons just blew my cover.
What the? There really is someone inside?
Sis, that someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt.
Fuck. Miriam.
Sis. That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course.
What's with the box?
It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day.
Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too?
You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission or you'll wish you had it.
Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers?
Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial.
For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about?
I'm going to take the stand, naturally.
So, the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box?
Cack. This is all I get my scoops. But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said. A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting.
Really? That means a lie already. That was quick. It's probably the Juniper's sake part. Okay, where is it? There we go.
Gotcha! That's strange.
You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, "For Juniper's sake." It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying.
What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay then, let me ask you this.
Why were you selected as a witness?
That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lowly one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? Oh, I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here.
An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. Thanks, Miriam. You have revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interests in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do. Because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I publish. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. Cock. You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? Cock. If you just gave me the info you have, save it, Paul. Juniper's just using you. No, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's the target of my skips, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, the dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to a part in the crime. I'm gonna tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means. Wait a second. Okay. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Means' methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Secretly recording every last word without anyone being any wiser. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene, and one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. Tusk, you're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? What do you mean by a fatal fissure? Juniper, you, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Court had his. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? Why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? So I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realise how guilty Juniper Wood really is. We're going to have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. If you want to give me a present, slip it through a hole in me box. Or if it's too big, you can open the top and give me it that way. So which way is it gonna be? Either way, it creeps me out. Alright, fine. Whatever. Alright. I'm gonna take another break and then we'll head for the maintenance area. Alright, we're back.
It's time to see the real crime scene. Through the maintenance area and into the art hall. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy maintenance area. So, this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse.
Right, and then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball court. And then... There's someone else here.
Hey, it's Robin!
Whoa! You scared the crud out of me!
Yikes. Right back at you. So, what are you doing out here?
I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up, my training brace is almost breaking at the seams!
Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her?
Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men! That's why I work out with my manly brace!
Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours.
I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much! If at all possible, that is.
Which is not at all possible by the sounds of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer?
No problem. Ask away. Keep him coming, man!
Ouch. My ears ache already. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself?
You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club!
The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Arts Club has made them.
2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fräulein, and they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste.
Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did! Both of them! Put my blood, sweat, and tears into these things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah! I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down.
What do you mean?
Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results.
Yes, I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman.
Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Oh man, why did I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor?
Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name. You'll see.
The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law? Huh. We were gonna pull a nail in his coffin, man. Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it.
School rule? Which one?
Anyone with a private conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school.
A tough legal...
A tough legal academy with even tougher rules.
Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. If I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure.
Ah, that paper!
So, Robin, is this article true?
The author of that article has been gunning for the 3 of us for some reason. It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember.
Maybe the author just wants your attention.
No way, man! The venom of those articles is way beyond that.
I wonder.
Whoa! Deja vu, man! It's like I can almost taste my near victory again. But no, the final showdown was cancelled because of that murder! This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. You kidding? Our friendship, it's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder keg before a spike. It's like the call before the storm. In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. Whoa! Deja vu, man! Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Did you make that? Let me fire in the kiln for you. Just give it to me and I'll take care of the rest. I think I'll pass on the kiln firing this time. Phew, dodged a bullet there. Whoa! Did you make that? Let me fire in the kill for you. Oh, okay. Whoa! Check out your badge! What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh? Yeah, it's awesome! If the plating ever starts to peel or it gets all bent up, let me fix it up for you. Really? Thanks. No problemo. I'll have some primo clay and glaze at the ready just in case. Wait, what does clay have to do with my badge? Okay. Well, I think we've given him all we have, so... Alright. It's time to go. Oh, what? We can't examine, so... Alright, I guess we're moving somewhere else. Oh, okay. October 24th, the Themis Legal Academy, 3F Lecture Hall. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh!
Oh, it's you too. Do you want something?
Did you find anything? You said you were gonna do some investigating of your own.
Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper.
You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you?
Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script or wrote it.
What?
Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him.
There it is again. Picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little about yourself?
Heh, whatever. I'm 6'1" and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I am incredibly humble too.
How can he even say that with a straight face?
Those around me call me a genius, but I paid them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But, as I said before, I paid them no mind.
I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin.
Heh, there's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory.
Hugh, do you mind telling us a little more about that?
Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here at the lecture hall. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door.
Wow, your own personal dressing rooms. That's total VIP treatment.
Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when you saw the body.
Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. If it hadn't been for that.
Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered the body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Ah, where'd you get that?
So, this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
He really wanted to win that bad. He really wanted to win that bad. Bad enough to ignore a dead body. Sorry, but that's not normal. Or, could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial.
Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see.
Heh, I can't say you two inspire much confidence.
Okay, Athena, what next?
Well, I think I have talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation.
Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center. So, you really declared that you'd confess to Junie if you won the mock trial? Because he's definitely not the shy type.
Heh, yeah, well, that's just a genius, that is me. My thoughts and actions are on a whole other level from you, Matt Bridget.
No, it's your vanity that's on a whole other level.
Heh, your attorney's badge looks brand new. That just shows how inexperienced and useless you are.
Well, when you get your badge, it'll be new and shiny too.
Heh, yeah, Matt Bridges just don't get it, do you? My badge will be a symbol of my genius from the moment I get it. It'll be chipped, bent, and worn as if it's been through 1,000 courtroom battles.
It's like some hipster doofus. Nice one.
That's from the archery club. We let the school use it for the mock trial. Never figured it would end up being used like it was.
Of course, the real murder weapon isn't an arrow at all.
I know, but the fact remains that it was used in this whole insidious plot that a mad preacher like you couldn't possibly understand. You see, archery is a sport that demands advanced mental focus, and the killer's actions have done harm to its image.
I know exactly what you mean, except for that mouth breather remark.
Well, let's just hope that someday you will, because it couldn't be any more self-evident.
I like him less and less every time he opens his mouth.
I get it. This is your way of marking my defeat. You like shoving people's shame into our faces. That's your modus operandi.
No, that wasn't my intention. Besides, you were never actually defeated.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Or is this just a trick intended to provoke me?
That wasn't my intention either.
Then what was your intention? I know, you're trying to toy with my emotions.
Wow, this guy can't take being humbled. Old country style.
So you really declare... Oh, no. Yeah.
Alright, well. That's it. It's time to go see Junie. October 24th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Athena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Athena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. The only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Rob and Hugh and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are helping to take it to the next level. Oh, passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. I was wondering about that wool you had on when you were arrested.
Detective Fulbright, we've had this in the SSP's pocket. Huh? Why, there's blood on this.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
We've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime.
Still, that blood-red color on the awl bothers me.
Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but...
It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday.
It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Athena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we're going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it.
A key? And the awl?
Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the prop should be realistic, so...
The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Me too. Let's not jump the gun on this.
You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her?
Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m.
Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me.
We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow.
I know, and I believe in you, Athena. Well, I should go now. Bye.
She gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The junior I knew was always like that. A little weak and sickly. But
The fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship. Is there?
Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yeah, tomorrow is a big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then, her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were the only similarities they shared.
What do you mean?
What I mean is, the script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect.
So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not going to happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. To be continued.